Hi, everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Master trainer and wellness enthusiast, Kiona Leah, back with you guys again. I have got to be honest with you guys. I struggled so much tonight to come up with a topic. It has been a grueling week at work so far. I have been heading up 2 sessions of 3-hour trainings the last 2 mornings. And Monday night, making sure I was all ready with all my slides and all that other good stuff. I was up and working super late, especially after my workout class. A little bit so much last night as well. And then today, ended up working late doing some reconciliation, including the post-production video of the actual training class itself, because they were recorded sessions that, of course, I had to make look a little nicer because I can. So with all of that, my brain was so fried that I really struggled to come up with a topic for tonight. But I thought something that has to do with energy would probably be a good one. And happy fall! We just passed the fall solstice the other day, yesterday in fact, and if you're in the UK, then today. It was actually on the 23rd of September, which is kind of an interesting thing. But anyway, one of the big things that really plagues us is fall allergies, and a lot of times that can lead to other health issues, fall colds, and so scary in these times of a pandemic, the flu season right around the corner. So I thought, how about something that also boosts energy and immunity at the same time? Plus, we also really start to lack it when we start getting to fall. That makes a big difference as well. Now, what's one of the main things? What is the solstice? The solstice means, I apologize, not the solstice, the equinox. How many people commented to correct that? Make sure you do. But anyway, the equinox, of course, equinox means equal amounts of day and night. So of course, what does that mean for us in the Northern Hemisphere? That means we're going to get less and less and less sunlight until we get to the winter solstice. So from the autumnal equinox to the winter solstice, we're going to keep seeing those shorter and shorter and shorter days, less and less and less sunlight. Now, add to that, a lot of people say, how do you get vitamin D? You don't need a supplement, go out in the sun. Except for the most part in the United States, with very few exceptions under a certain latitude, we don't actually get enough sunlight. I live in Maryland, right near Washington, D.C., and this time of year, starting in September, all the way until at least March, there is not a strong enough sun to give me any actual vitamin D when I am outside, even unprotected, without sunblock. The sun's rays in Maryland from September to March are not strong enough to actually create that reaction in the body to start producing vitamin D, or to produce nearly enough of it to really keep my immunity high. And of course, this is when I need it the most. During the summer, it was a lot easier and our immunity is already high. That's one of the main reasons why it is. So this is where vitamin D supplementation can become critical for a lot of us. Making sure that we're getting or keeping that level so that we not only sustain our energy. Vitamin D is one of those key components that helps the body unlock some of the energy sources within it. And that was part of what made me think of it for today. But also to really help the body help itself boost immunity. Helps the cells regenerate at better rates. It helps them build better structures and things of that nature. So we really want to make sure that we do that. Now, I have told you guys plenty of times on these Wellness Wednesdays that I go to a functional nutritionist, and my doctor also does functional nutrition. So they are very focused on my supplementation as well as any medicines that I might be on. Personally, I think it's really great that I have a doctor that I can go to with a cold and say, no, I don't want those antibiotics. What else you got? Because antibiotics could really mess up my stomach. So vitamin D is one of those things that my doctor's office recommends every single patient, no matter what, takes at least 5,000 international units a day. That is above what is recommended, your daily dose that's recommended on average. They monitor our blood levels just in case. Every now and again, you do get someone who gets a little too high in those levels and they want them on a lower dose. Personally, usually they're having me between 5,000 and 7,000 of those units. Now, when I went to them early in the year, and I hadn't been there in about a year or so, and I was really kind of deficient from the levels they wanted to see, they bumped me up all the way to 10. And I slowly walked my way back down to 5. And to be honest with you, because of the immunity boosting effects of vitamin D, when the pandemic hit, I ticked myself back up to that 7,000, which is pretty much where I have remained. And that's normally what I do during flu season as well. Give my body extra energy, extra regenerative properties and power to be able to really boost my immunity. And there have been studies that have shown that vitamin D can be more effective than the flu shot against the flu. Now, if you're wondering about that, it really can vary. Part of the reason is that the effectiveness of the flu shot can actually really vary. Because of the way the research is done on the flu shot, that they're looking at the flu viruses that are halfway around the world, anywhere from 18 to 12 months prior to when we're getting our shots, there's a little bit of guesswork that has to go into what they're designing, figuring out what the mutations are going to be, how it's going to travel around the world, how it's going to manifest in people, and things of that nature. So sometimes it works out really, really, really well, and the flu shot is extremely effective. And other times, unfortunately, the flu shot can be as effective as only about 30% or so. Vitamin D will frequently give people 30 to 40% additional immunity against the flu. Now, what I'm holding is what I take. This is my actual vitamin D. As you can see, and I'll bring it closer so you guys can see it a little bit better. I know it goes out of the light when I do that, but this is a liquid vitamin D and vitamin K2 supplement. The vitamin K really helps your body absorb the vitamin D, so it's nice to have them combined together. Frequently, people want a D3. I don't mind taking drops. Believe it or not, 2 drops is 1,000 IU. So this little bottle lasts forever, unlike a bottle of pills, which I'd be going through potentially in less than a month, which gets expensive really quickly. So I like the liquid. I just put my 14 drops into my water bottle for the whole day, drink it up, and keep it moving. You can, of course, if you don't like fussing with things like that, you can, of course, take pills as well. The brand that I have shown here is one of the favorites of my nutritionist as well. They have very nice, very clean products, and they're actually pretty readily available anymore from their website and other shopping websites as well. So that is today's Wellness Wednesday after all of these hours of work and a little bit brain dead for yours truly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I'm looking for topics. Don't forget to comment below, like the video, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the pages and share it with your friends. In the meantime, I'm Kiana Leah. I want to see you guys move, live, and thrive. So I will see you on the next one.